Welcome to Tech News Briefing for Tuesday, May 2nd. I'm Zoe Thomas for the Wall Street Journal. The surge in generative artificial intelligence has led more people to wonder whether, or even when, AI could replace us in some roles. But maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe an AI version of you could take on some of your workload. Our senior personal tech columnist Joanna Stern tried this out with an AI clone of herself. If you want to see what that looks like, there's another video here on YouTube. Joanna is with me now to talk through how her AI cloning experiment worked and why she tried it. Joanna, first off, am I talking to the real Joanna or the AI Joanna?
Hey, Zoe. Thanks for having me on. Real Joanna has outsourced this task to me now. Okay, no, this is me, but I am very interested in having her come on the show. Would save me some time.
Yeah, maybe next time she can be our guest. Talk us through how you built that AI clone of yourself.
I used two different companies and tools to work on this project. The first was a video and voice clone from a company called Synthesia. This company makes video clones. You can go on the website or on YouTube and watch this video of me where it really looks and sounds like me, more looks than sounds, but it's creepy. I mean, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I guess that person doesn't really move their head in the right ways or doesn't move their hands, but it is a full-on artificial intelligence clone. So I worked with that company, and the way I worked with them was I actually went to a studio, I recorded video with them, I recorded audio with them. They took that back, they used that as training data to create the clone. I then got access to a web tool where I can just type in whatever I want AI Joanna to say, and boom, she says whatever I want her to say. The other tool I worked with was called 11 Labs, and I had started to hear about how compelling the audio quality was with this, and so I decided to test this out, and this is just for voice, and it is crazy good in my opinion. All I had to do there, though, I didn't have to go to a studio. I just uploaded previous tracks that I had of my voice, and within 2 minutes, it had the clone ready. And so I can just go in there, type in whatever I want AI Joanna to say. That's exactly what I did with the line you just heard on this. And there, she says it.
So it sounds like there's two AI doppelgangers here. There's the video AI and there's the voice AI. Let's start with the voice. Talk us through how you used the AI voice clone. How did you test it out?
I had this dream with this project that AI Joanna could replace me for the day, sort of a Ferris Bueller-like day where I just, I'm home, sleeping, watching TV, hanging with my kids, but AI Joanna does everything else. And so one of the things I did was I called my family. I called my sister specifically. And at first, my sister really did think it was me. Within the first few seconds, she definitely didn't respond. She wasn't like, who is this? And then as it went on, she sort of realized, okay, this is a recording. And the reason she said that was she said that the quality of the call didn't sound totally real. So my AI voice didn't really breathe enough is what she said. But if all of that was aside, I think she really would have fell for it, especially if it was really like an automated conversation.
All right, so that was your family. What about something more official? Didn't you try to call your bank too?
So many banks offer voice biometrics, and this is just a way that they verify it's you, or one of the many ways they can verify it's you is by listening to your voice and saying, oh, that sounds like her or that sounds like him. Let's put her through to the customer service rep without asking a number of questions. And so when I called my Chase credit card, it absolutely worked. I called, I waited for the voice biometric step, I played the recording of my voice clone saying my name and address, and boom, I was put right through to the customer service rep. Now, yes, we did fool the voice biometric, but Chase specifically says that they would require other forms of identification and other forms of verification to do anything more in the account. So if I was really trying to use this to transfer money or do something else on the account, Chase tells me there would be other questions and verification steps.
Okay, it sounds like AI Joanna was pretty good on the voice side. What about on the video side? Were you able to send her to any video calls to help your Ferris Bueller's day off?
I did 2 tests on the video, and both were basically a fail. The first was create a TikTok, which I think was still very compelling. And I think one of the scariest things of this experiment is that I can see down the line this being compelling enough, being convincing enough to post on TikTok and no one to really question if this was me. People who are regular watchers of my video definitely said, no, this is not her. She doesn't have right hand movements. She doesn't have hand movements at all, actually. Not a lot of facial expression. So there's still work to be done there. I also tried to send my video clone really Ferris Bueller style, pumped her into my video meetings, Google Meets for the day, and I didn't convince anybody, sadly. They just noticed quickly that her posture was very good, which, okay, I take a little bit of offense to, and that she just, again, didn't have any facial expressions and sounded robotic.
So, Joanna, should we expect AI Joanna to keep popping up in your feed and your videos?
So I think this is the interesting thing. I still want to use AI Joanna, but I want to use her behind the scenes. I want to use the voice technology. I do a lot of video work, and I'm constantly needing to re-record sentences to see if they fit in certain parts or how we want to move things around. And there's a big process to making the videos. And we are starting to use this kind of technology for making it simpler for me not to always have to record in that process. So I think a lot of the tools that we are seeing with AI can be used in a way behind the scenes and not necessarily everything we see is AI generated. As much as I'd like to send AI Joanna on your show or maybe see her in more videos, I don't think we're quite there yet. And also, I would like to keep my job.
Fair enough. All right, that's the real senior personal tech columnist for the Wall Street Journal, Joanna Stern. Joanna, thanks for joining us. And that's it for today's Tech News Briefing. For more tech stories, head over to our website, WSJ.com. I'm Zoe Thomas for the Wall Street Journal. Thanks for listening.